Hello everyone, and I hope everyone is well. Oh, we got on here today. Chantel, how you doing? Pamela, how you doing? How is everyone? I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's good. If you've got any new news on paranormal or any questions on paranormal, let us know in comments. And if we scroll to the bottom of the comments, Phil, Phil's here. There he is. That's exactly where he is. Thank you very much, Chantel. And I knew that was going to happen. That's some paranormal activity right there, I tell you. It's made quite a mess. So yeah, I'll just block that light, that atomic white light over there. Actually, what happens if I turn it off?
No,
Let's
John,
see.
No.
Don't turn it off. Oh.
I will bitch slap you.
Yeah, so it not go well for me apparently. So thank you. Why didn't we just use that in the first place? 2 seconds, guys.
Yes, Philip is invisible today.
Right,
I had a shave. Can't be bothered.
Well, I've just had a shave. Strange enough. Leslie, how are you? I'm great. Judy, how are you? Don't lie, that was Phil falling off his chair. Do you know? Who knows? Who knows? It's fallen off his chair a few times though. Usually drinks involved.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, this is hot chocolate, seriously. So yeah, after that atomic white light, Leslie Hudson's in here. So one of the updates is tomorrow we've got a few live chats lined up, and tomorrow we've got Leslie Hudson from Teen Spirit Paranormal that we're also a part of, and we've got some updates on investigations that are coming up. And Leslie's live chat on Saturday, which is about Ouija boards, isn't it?
Ooh.
So I like that subject to Ouija boards. So guys, let us know what you think. Would you use Ouija boards? Would you use Ouija boards? Do you see them as evidence, or have you had any experiences with it? Let us know in comments from now up to Saturday, because we'll read up on them. We'll tag you in when live comes on, and we can we can go through it. Mary Murray, how you doing? So yeah, Ouija boards and the use of. I mean, I like that. I like the subject because even though it's stated as a lot stated as a toy, but actually the form of a Ouija board, that method, even though not exactly how it is today, it goes way back. I mean, some even look at it on mountains of Delphi. Susan Johnson, how are you? So yeah, back in the Greek mountains where they had oracles and they had a pendulum hanging over the certain symbols, and they used to swing it round. I mean, yeah, that's not exactly a Ouija board, but it's a method a lot like. And another thing that's very familiar with Ouija board and these ancient practices is the triangle. So the planship being roughly triangle. The triangle's been like a symbol of invitation for spirit for since ancient times. So so when someone said, yeah, you can use a glass in Ouija, you can use what you want, I guess, but they do say use a triangular planchette for a Ouija board. So some say, as it's a familiar symbol, the triangle, to invite spirit. So Chantel Redmond, maybe with Drew present, I would give it a go. That would be good. Would Drew use a?
See that?
Would Drew use a Ouija board? I'm not sure. I don't think he would.
Why would he? He's a medium.
He is, but I mean, I'm just thinking. I wonder if he would use one again. Actually, this is a question out to Drew. Drew, would you use a Ouija board? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's come up, so I don't know. That's a good question. Thanks, Chantel. He hasn't passed. Oh, Pamela knows. He hasn't passed. So he probably would give it a go again. Yeah.
But if I were a medium, you know, you wouldn't want to, would you? Really?
Yeah, you see, there's safe ways of doing it, but if you're going to bring them in and they're going to be strong enough and you build them up enough to move physical objects, then that means you've got them to a level where they can do quite a lot of things. So, yeah, do you want to do it? It's a good question. It's a good question. Yeah, put that one up there. So, hello everyone in chat, by the way. So, Ouija boards. This is a Team Spirit Paranormal chat night about Ouija boards. There's a lot to cover. Gain some ideas now. That's great, because we get a good sense of what you think and what people are going to look at. There's an old way where you use something like a balanced pencil instead of a planchette. Yes.
Otter, it's like otter, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is. But that balanced pencil method, some use a pencil on top of a pencil like that, I believe, isn't it, Annette? Then it tipples like this.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've done it. Only by myself, I think. So that's that's a good. Annette, I'm going to prepare some visuals for Leslie Hudson's Team Spirit Paranormal's debate night. We're going to get some visuals together, some pictures. We can put them up, can't we? Saying, look at these methods that are older than the origin of Ouija board, that are a lot like the Ouija board.
If you give me the visual.
Yeah, I'll get them. Yeah, we'll send them to you. Chantel. Drew seems to have control over how spirit affects him and knows how to bring in and send them back safely. I think lack of knowledge can be dangerous. Don't mess with it if you don't understand it. See, that's true. Yeah, very much.
Yeah, completely.
And that's why I won't use one anytime. We've got an
idea with right people.
We do it. We like to do it right people for the right reason. With a good sense of control. Purely for what Chantel said. So if you do things wrong, it's going to end up wrong.
She's put it that much in a nutshell. We might as well end live now.
We're a damn good show.
We're a damn good show.
Actually, Ouija board. So yeah, Ouija boards, Team Spirit Paranormal, Saturday night, 7:00. And yeah, I mean, looking in comments, we've got some good views. How to be careful, what they're like, and if you've had any experiences, leave in comments your experiences, and we'll look over them, and we'll bring it up. Sorry about that, I'm parched. So yeah, and we'll bring it up, and then we'll go over that. Another thing, I did a post on Beyond Dimensions. Me and our Phil, we're going to look at the way we do as investigations with one big question in mind. What are we finding? A lot of people, even us, spend a lot of time investigating. We have done over the past, and we're going to concentrate on what do we find. We end up finding out a lot of weird history, don't we? And put it on places. So we're going to concentrate on writing it up, making sure it gets over to you. Sometimes you do a live, and you think you've done, but it's rarely the case. You've got to go back. You've got to look at what you found. There's actually a lot. There should be a lot more done, I think, to document what you find. So we're doing that. If you look at this post, we've got some people asking certain questions, and they've set us on a mission. So yeah, we're going to be producing different material, and looking forward to it. It's quite exciting. It gives us a bit of structure, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So yeah,
so might as well mention next investigation review will be Northampton with Drew present.
Right, yes.
Live talking about it.
Chantel's got a question. Let's Let's look at this question.
Ooh.
I ain't ready yet. I have a question. Why do you think something like 80% of crop circles are found in the UK? Right, well, you could come at this. You could off the top of my head, you could come at this as there's more bored people in UK making them. I'm just saying, if you want to be cynical and look at it that way, you could say that. Or at the same time, there's a lot of stone circles. There were a lot of activity in ancient times here. You've got Thornbury Henge, one of the most accurate circular layout, which is triple henge, so it's oldest one in the world. I mean, it's oldest one in the world in the north of England. And people try and tell you that we were unintelligent, barbaric peoples that didn't exist in north at that point. No, they did. They existed, and they weren't daft. Shouldn't really insult his ancestors. So in Thornbury Henge, which is it's Ripon way, so it's up north of England. One of the most sophisticated layouts are Orion's Belt, more accurate than Egyptian pyramids and older. Rarely ever talked about. The Stonehenge, and there's something to do with Stonehenge and how it aligns. It's like one of the only spots on the planet what aligns with certain things at certain times. There were a lot going off in ancient days in UK for some reason or other. Is it that reason what's continued to today? What leads to this these stone circles? That's one thing.
First reported crop circle in UK was 1678.
1678 crop circle.
In evidence is a woodcut from 1678.
Right, so I don't know. What is it with crop circles? That one that we saw, the last person to see Field Hall near us, and then when it happened, people don't think it were enough time for someone to have done it themselves. I'm just saying, it's locally that came across as odd because with farmer, with dog or something, field were fine, and then within a few hours, there was a nice, nicely laid out crop circle done really well. It was really well as well. So who are doing these? Can you put that comment back up there, the bottom one? I think Stonehenge has something to do with it. You see, I didn't read that, Chantel. So yeah, the ancient activity in UK with circles and things, and then more modern crop circles. Is there something linking them? I've not thought of this. Oh, I didn't read it all. Look at all the similar shaped ancient monuments and their relation to apparent ET activity. Chantel, there's one, Michael. There's a guy called Michael in South Africa, and I am Andy Bell. I hope you're well. I didn't mean that to rhyme, but Mandy Bell, I hope you're well. Chantel, in South Africa, there's a guy, I think, is it Michael Tellinger? And he deals with stone circles, and there's a load in South Africa. And there's a few what's laid out like magnetrons, the microwave parts in your microwave oven. It's that shape. It's like that with little circles in. Is it called a magnetron, I believe? And what he records is going into them stone circles. It creates massive high frequencies. It's brilliant to look at. Actually, I'll get a few things up. If you put magnetron stone layout in South Africa, see if we can find some. If we get a picture up, we'll share it. Been on a while, Mandy. Not 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Chantel, we call it a cosmic nexus. Right, yeah. Yeah, we're going to share these images. And hello, David from Texas. Great seeing you on. Right, look at this. Right, we're just going to show this, guys. So we had a question about crop circles. Why does it seem to happen a lot in UK? Don't know. Cynical. Is there a lot more bored people making crop circles? I've seen some of them, and that one near us, there weren't enough time, I don't think, for people to have done it. So we don't know what's going off there. Does it link to ancient times with stone circles? Because there's a lot of that activity in UK. And then, but I just want to bring up South Africa. Is it South Africa? South Africa has a lot of this. Now they're weirdly roughly shape of a magnetron. That create you stick electric around it, creates microwaves in your microwave. There you go. And I think it's Michael Tellinger. He went inside there, recording frequencies, and you're looking at frequencies in gigahertz. If that's true, I'm just saying, what were ancients doing here? What did they know? That they knew something. Is that the ringing bells, the ringing stones as well? I believe these stones that were used, if you hit them, they carry on ringing like a bell. And look, I'm just looking into something. I've read about one of the first sightings of a UFO battle that was witnessed in 1561 in Germany, in the city of Nuremberg. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, isn't it? Is that something to do with frequencies again?
Yeah.
Something to do with frequencies again with stone.
So they can feel energy from stone to stone.
Yeah. So what we're going off there, I don't know. But there's a lot of these in South Africa, and they've not been documented much. There's a lot what's just there. People find them, see them, but they're not being documented. So I think there's something great going off there. Some amazing history. Cynical, maybe. I think the people taking the mickey detract from the legitimacy of these crop circles. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, when I say it, it's to bring all views in. So, but I don't believe it's just people, because that one near us, there weren't enough time. And in that short window of time, and it were never done after it as well. If it were people doing it for laugh, they'd have done it once, they'd have done it twice, they'd have done it in as many fields as they could, just to, raise eyebrows. But they were just one. It were really intricate. It were done in a short window of time. So, I think there's something going off. The next one down, the second one down there. I think there are a map or directions of some sort that will only be apparent when we catch up technologically wise. Yeah, I mean, stone circles, there could be markers, symbols. It could be a way of trying to talk as well, maybe. There's too many around for them to. I think same. Yeah, because would you get also they came and went? Were they a warning as well? Are they a warning?
Yeah. Look at Sumerian time.
Yeah.
Sumerians had their predictions from some aliens, terrestrial race, and they put it down on the walls, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like some of those ancient glyphs look like they were talking and dealing with aliens. Strange. David from Texas. UK is a good place because to the public, crop circles made up or man-made in public size. Yeah, you see, I get that. I get you, David, because if you want to hide something, best thing to do is hide it right under your nose, and just it's like devil, isn't it? He likes it best when you don't believe in him, or if you think he doesn't exist. It's more effective that way. And it's easier to hide things openly, strangely enough. And then David from Texas again at coordinates. So yeah, just like Chantel. Yeah. Wes Goodson, and there's always a feeling near them too. Spiritual. Yeah. Yeah. I went to a site where one kept occurring. It's in Matlock. And you know, there were very peaceful feeling there. So let's just show them that image. I mean, look at this image. I mean, you know, ancient glyphs here. And yeah, we know that they were a practice at elongating skulls, but they'd have only done that because they'd have seen it somewhere and they'd want to imitate them. And what's going on? And then you've got that circle up top with rays coming down. People say it's sun, but I don't think it is. Something else going off there. I mean, you just look at the faces as well. It's not just their heads, it's the faces. The bodies look, I mean, the arms really thin and small. To me, these glyphs, I don't know. It seems like they weren't dealing with normal humans.
This were actually also actual images.
Yeah, you see, I see these things and I can't believe them because it's like, it's just too much. But I have looked, and there's some of these glyphs are real. They've been found in ancient places, and it clearly looks like. I mean, we're not sure if this is one, but
Sumerian, St. Glyphs.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have looked into it, and some are real. They found them ancient times.
That's Egyptian, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's right. Why have they got people on flying machines and carved in stone back then? I don't know why, but maybe they saw some people on flying machines and they carved them into the walls. It's not impossible. And there's always a feeling of peaceful. Yeah, you can just go down in comments, bro. Oh, whoa. There could be messages we don't know how to interpret. That's what Andy Bell says. Yeah, I said same on that one. There could have been a warning as well, because when they were occurring, shortly after that, we've had some pretty dire times here on Earth. David from Texas, it's easier to sweep under the rug when you right. Let everyone see it. Get an excuse, make a joke about something, tag it with a word like, it's just a conspiracy or whatever, and everyone will ignore it. It'll carry on happening. It'll just, and you'll never know. So yeah.
Yeah. So that flying saucer were in some hieroglyphs.
Right. So yeah, that is weird to have that flying saucer carved somewhere. And at Locke, the Sumerian texts have too much in them to be ignored. Yeah, you can't really ignore it. I mean, what they were doing back then, the effort, the reasoning, they won't be doing it to lie or joke around. I think they'd have been a lot more serious about things, because it's easy for us to write a lie. Back then, they'd have had best at best doing that job. So I can't see them having a reason to joke around. And when you look at them, they don't look like joking kind of guys, do they? They look really serious. So yeah, I can't ignore it, me. Chantal Redman, ET would have to show us just enough to keep us trying to advance technology. When we do, we will be ready for what they have to say or what they want. If they never showed anything, we would forget and stop trying. Yeah. Chantel, that is probably it's a very human thing, isn't it? If you don't show people light at end of tunnel, carrot on end of stick, we get lost and we don't go in that direction. So yeah, definitely. And that image that you just had up, Phil, I mean, that looked like the architect, the archetypal, the
grey. The grey alien.
I've lost my words.
The greys, innit?
I'll just fish them back. Yeah.
Apparently we're green.
Apparently we're green.
Mm.
You see, that's interesting. So that's the image, isn't it? Can you make that bigger? There we go. I mean, that looks like your typical description of an alien. Apparently we're green. And in England, we had the myth of the green children. I forgot the name of the village. And apparently they came from underground and they were green and they turned up in a pub, I think.
Pub?
In a pub. Everyone goes to a pub, though. It's England.
If I were an alien, I think it would be a pub.
I'd go to a pub. Find best people there. So, yeah, and they were described as elementals, those children. So this alien being green, well, that's interesting. They found some in the caves at Creswell Crags too. Yeah, I mean, I like Creswell Crags. I like Creswell. That area, it's peaceful. There's a lake and it's really dark even though it's sunny. It's shadows like casts. It's amazing. Chantal Raidman, yep, a carrot on a stick is exactly how I meant my comment. I'm weird on this. David from Texas, how you doing? Leslie Hudson, Green Children of Woolpit in Suffolk. That's the one. So yeah, the Green Children of Woolpit. I really want to go there actually. I might actually have a look, see if ley lines cross there. Trying to figure something out. But yeah, these were like children that turned up. And if you type that in, Phil, I might get a year on when this happened. And yeah, they were green. Suffolk. Annette Locke, you should look up the book of
12th century.
What? 12th century?
In the reign of King Stephen.
Bloody hell. Right, so the legend of the Green Children of Woolpit. We're looking at 12th century.
In the time of
That's mad.
King Stephen. And they would only eat broad beans.
They spoke in an unknown language and they would only eat raw, broad beans. Eventually they learned to eat other food and lost their green colour, but the boy was sickly and died soon after he and his sister were baptised.
Do you think it turned green because they ate too much broad bean?
Well, I don't think they were eating broad beans underground. Or were they coming up eating? I don't know.
I think they took on too much colour of broad beans.
It's highly possible, I guess. I don't know. The girl explained that she and her brother had come from St. Martin's Land, a subterranean world inhabited by green people. Oh my God. We need to look into this one more. Green Children of Woolpit. I know it's been brought up before, but we need to look into this. Who came up with this? Were there many people what witnessed this? I mean, we're looking at 12th century. I don't know if there can be any credible evidence, but you know, you should look up Book of Enki. It has some mind-blowing stuff in it. Thank you, Annette Locke. Book of Enki. We'll look into that. Susan Johnson, Village of Woolpit Green Children. That's it. That is what we're looking at. I want to look more into that though. Definitely. Ancient Egyptians could have actually been an alien race. These images, or their clues, would make the mystery of how the pyramids were built plausible. Ancient Egyptians could have actually been an alien race. Right, well, another point we're going to look at is we have Jesse Craignou on as show. He has some amazing insights and knowledge into loads of different subjects. And I'm going to bring that to him about crop circles, aliens. No, Chantal, it's brilliant. Yeah, we've got Ouija boards coming up Saturday at Team Spirit Paranormal, and I did ask for paranormal subjects, and crop circles is definitely one. David from Texas, extraterrestrials helped build the pyramids. But I believe so. Do you know what? I know it sounds daft, but Alien versus Predator, that bit where Predator's there and they're helping people with pyramids, Phil's laughing at me, right?
I really do think an alien stumped an ape.
I don't.
I really do. I don't know what found him attracted to him.
I don't know. I don't think it works.
I think they really did stick one to him.
I think they were genetically modifying things. Right, because I want to know this, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, right, I want to know this.
They probed an ape.
What is wrong with it? I want to know this, right? What can a caterpillar do, or a millipede, that's needed more than any other animal, right? What the interest that there were a lot of effort going to make all them legs. Why did nature go to that much trouble? Or was it just a cosmic test? You know what I mean? Phil, behave. Yeah, Phil, behave.
Everyone's thinking it.
Everyone's thinking it. But right, Alien versus Predator. Leslie as well. Phil, behave. Alien versus Predator, when predators came down, giving knowledge, building pyramids. Right, I don't believe it were Predator, but maybe aliens. And yeah, I can be on side with all that. So Jesse Craignou, he covers aliens and all these subjects.
Yeah, like Chantel says, he's a legend. He is.
He's a legend, exactly. And
if you want him as a best friend, Chantel, I'm pretty sure he will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all best friends here, definitely. And I think I'll bring this subject to crop circles and where they fit in, and white UK as well, with Jesse, and see what's said here about this, and also the Nephilim were said to be the children of a mix of aliens and humans that rule the world. Now, I feel, as crude as your comment were,
but it weren't crude.
it weren't crude actually. No, right. So
I will say, all right then.
Aliens,
aliens having intercourse with an ape.
Right. Well, maybe not an ape. You never know. But what we're saying here is, it was said Nephilim were because of angels and humans taking on human females and stuff like this. So yeah, why not? It's a good point. It's a good point. All that could have happened. Naughty Phil.
I was just thinking Star Trek. All them weird aliens.
Do you know what? I've never really watched Star Trek much. No offense to it, I like it. I'm definitely. I dig Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Leslie Hudson, say how it is, Phil. Don't split hairs. You don't. You really don't. Jason Kitchens, hello. I'm the one. I don't know what one you are. Just let me know, because
maybe later.
I can't wait. I want to know. Cryptids are an hybrid of Nephilim or fallen angels. Yeah, right. David, cryptids. I need to know a bit more about that.
Jesse did mention cryptids.
He did, but I don't know much about it actually. It'd be great to have someone on about cryptids. Jason, if you're looking for help, message us. By all means, definitely. Annette Locke. Cramagon was said to be the first human that was not an ape. Oh, Annette, you've lost me. You've lost me because I don't know about this. I'll be looking into this. Yeah, I'll look into this because that is interesting. What's that next one? People need to stop selling aliens as the green, big-eyed, skinny things depicted in cartoons. There has to be so much more to what we think we know. Yeah, they're going to be I think they'll be in all sorts of different types. There'll be all sorts of types of aliens, I think, and they might be in totally different forms as well, energy-wise, bodily, And this is exactly what Jesse covers, and it's amazing. So we're going to do different questions from Jesse's shows just to see what people think. So we've covered, we've touched on. Put that back up and leave it off. We've looked at the Ouija board subject, what's coming up on Saturday, Team Spirit Paranormal, 7:00. We're looking at the crop circles and UK and stone circles. We're going to take that one to Jesse. But also this, in episode 3, in a series with Jesse, we looked at the lost world asleep. Our question is, believes that when we're asleep, it's possible that we connect to other people, or we travel into other dimensions, states of existence, that kind of thing. This question is that, what do you believe? Do you believe that is possible when we fall asleep? In dream-wise, astral planes, things like that. It's just out of interest to get a good idea. Is that the very bottom one? Yep. A net lock. This is something Jesse will probably have good insights on.
Nephilim.
Yeah. Well, we'll look that up in it on that.
Apparently, definitely. Though, what he was saying is the more like you can get aliens that look like jellyfish and like frogs.
Yeah, and why not? Why not? Because on other planets with different pressures, different gravities, different minerals, different diets, and different amount of light and heat, you're going to get different creatures. And let's say the ancients, there were a lot as well across planet what depicted people on flying machines. Does angel mean administrator? Someone that's looking over you or something. Either way, if they were to do this and then genetically make a breeder animal, they'd make it suitable for this planet. And if you ask me, they did a decent job. We humans, we are pretty good. I mean, we can do some pretty bad things, and we're not doing too well at the moment, but we can do a lot. I need to talk to you, John, about dreams when I see you. Excellent. Yeah, I like dreams. Definitely. It would be good to actually get to sleep. I get very little later. Mandy, yes. You see, I've had this. Recently, I've been sleeping like a baby. But yeah, lost world asleep. We're going to be looking at different questions from episodes what Jesse's done, and do we actually travel anywhere in sleep? Chantel, I think when we sleep, the veil that separates dimensions can be navigated, even if we are not consciously navigating through it. Right, yeah. See, as a child, my first time, I can remember it. I can relive it. I dreamt I was in loft, that's my bedroom. I travelled down loft, and then as I were at top of the stairs, I was too high up. And then I realised I was floating. And then as I went downstairs, because it was my first time and I'm floating, I was scared of dropping and falling. So I woke up. And then, my next time this happened, I was conscious in my sleep, but then some people were chasing me. It felt like that scene out of Inception when they realise they know you're not belonging there, and it's like you're a visitor. They were chasing me. I got up to a fence and I thought, I can float over this fence. I did, and I panicked, and I kept floating up in my sleep. I woke up. A few dreams later, I've since age of, 12, early teens, 13, 14, I've been able to control what I do in my sleep, in my dreams. So if I want to go over there, I can choose to go over there in my dream. I do it quite often. probably Phil knows what kind of dreams you have with sleep apnea. He does. Yeah, you've had you don't always remember them, do you?
Do you know what? Scariest thing ever is I've stopped breathing 80 times per hour.
Stop breathing 80 times per hour.
I believe probably within them 80 times, probably one of them times I was probably near close to death. So
yeah,
probably, most probably, could you travel within a dimension?
Yep. Now, also time is different as well. So, like you said, if you only leave here for a few seconds, that few seconds in that state is a lot longer. For instance, I remember falling out of bed and I had a dream that I went on an airplane, I'm going on holiday, and then I fell out of the airplane. Now, obviously that dream were activated as I was falling. So from falling to hitting fall, I had that dream and it felt like a lot longer. So yeah, that's but yes, stopping breathing that amount of times. So, but yeah, you're on way to sorting that out, aren't you?
Yeah,
so
it's reduced to 45 per hour. It's cut off down. Offer it's down.
So
now.
offer it's down now. So you're going in the right direction, Phil. But also, our Phil's got. It seems like it's a visitor, and it's the same visitor most nights, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently,
she's got face on me. Ever since I've put that face apnea thing on.
Really?
Yeah. She thinks I'm ignoring her.
There we go. I didn't know that, guys. So, our Phil's dreams.
That's not a dream.
No, they're not dreams.
Because
actually,
I'm awake.
You're awake when he sees these things and he feels these things and he hears them as well. And other people in house hear them, don't they?
Yeah, well, yeah. My dad had his ass slapped once.
See, so as our Phil entered something, got something attached, brought it through, but you're finding it very interesting, aren't you?
It's a woman, so I'm not forced.
He's off again, guys. He's off again. Chantel, I'm off to.
I'm just saying.
It's a damn good show.
If it were a male, I'd be a little bit worried.
Yeah. I'm just worried. I've often been chased in dreams. The faster I try to run, the heavier my legs get, and I can't run away. Yes, that's interesting. Can you try and think of floating? I've jumped down here. And yeah, Chantel, I've had that. I was drunk one day and one night, and I had a dream of going to the toilet that in my house. It was very real. And then yeah. That's a brilliant one, that, Chantel.
No, Mandy, I have. No, I'm actually quite.
No,
he's chilled out.
I'm just. Wait, you chilled out. You answered a drink, but don't say you're saying. Come on.
I am saying.
You're not saying.
I'm more normal than what you are.
That's not really a reference.
No.
You know me. You only start dreaming 15 minutes before you wake up. I tell you what. That's 15 minutes before you wake up. Yeah, it's true. That 20, 15 minutes. And in some of my dreams, a lot happens in that time. I have the same to mine is a woman with red hair. She looks in my face. I see her after bad nights with the apnea.
She's probably looking at the face because it's like, why are you here? Are you all right? Are you there?
Yeah.
You know, probably back there might find it weird that
we're
going into their space.
Yeah, we might be haunting them. You go think it. So then they're going to come looking for you. Yeah, it's interesting that. Yeah. Jimmy Petanito. Hello. I might have got your second name wrong. Sorry if I have. But how you doing, Jimmy? And yeah, Mandy, what's going to happen tonight?
I'm just speaking your mind.
It's just being normal, actually. So yeah, Chantel, I have vivid dreams. I can always remember them. I can even wake up, go do something, come back to bed, and resume the same dream. Yeah, it seems like we can do that same thing. And I must admit, it's I do enjoy it. I actually find quite a lot of things out as well. As crazy as this sounds, I named my first child talking in my sleep as if I was comforting her. So that's interesting. Wow. Did someone witness that, Mandy? Just so you know what you'd have said then, or did you hear yourself say it? That's brilliant though. That I like that.
I can always remember though, in hospital when I had me lazy eye done and I were under anaesthesia.
Yeah,
I were completely out apparently, but I could hear everything.
Yeah, so Phil, he went and had an operation on his eye ages ago. So he had his eye took out, put back in. Maybe not that far out, but you know what I mean. Anyway, he was coming round from all anaesthesia and stuff like that, but he couldn't respond. We couldn't, it looked like he was asleep, but he heard everything around him. So that's crazy. And then again, the coma patient that was studied in Norway, they were asking him questions. They did MRI scans, and certain areas of his brain lit up for yes and no. The scary thing is there, it seems like the person was conscious while in a coma, and he's been in a coma for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a very not good state to be in. Yes, I was saying her name in my sleep, talking to her when I was pregnant with her. That's amazing, Mandy. Yeah. That's crazy, yeah. That's brilliant. Annette Locke, my last dream was of a great big thing that said, next time you see me, you will have to give me these. There were 2 gold coins.
Oh, sounds like a leprechaun or something, doesn't
it? Well, there's that. Or, I mean, you don't want it to be, but the
not wrong with a good old leprechaun.
No, I mean, there's the ferryman as well, isn't there, with coins?
Oh yeah, and eyes. Yeah, they're not good.
Yeah. So if that's the case, Annette, I hope it's a long, long way away that you see that thing again. Mandy, I used to have conversations with people in my sleep, answering questions, but I wasn't aware.
Now this is the thing when it comes to sleepwalking as well.
Yeah. A friend of mine used to fall asleep right late at night after a drink and that, and you could ask him questions and he'd answer, and he didn't know. And we used to do it as a laugh. Terrible, actually. So much stuff we found out. And it locks, so do I. Yeah, it's years and years, decades away. Chantel, we should try and get a dream interpreter or specialist come on the show and answer viewers' questions. Chantel, I'm on it. Yeah, we'll do this. So, thank you everyone for coming on. We've got some people that has asked us a few questions to try and get some answers in stuff we do, and you'll see as a new structure coming up in his investigations, research, and again providing material as well. We've Saturday Team Spirit Paranormal, looking at Ouija boards at 7:00. Tomorrow we'll be talking to Leslie Hudson, looking at some things that we've got set up, investigations coming up, things like that. And great conversations tonight on the stone circles, crop circles. We'll put that to Jesse and see what he says. And dreams, brilliant subject. And Chantel,
we'll try and get an interpreter.
We'll get one. Thank you very much, Chantel, and it's always a pleasure to have you all on, and it's been brilliant. Thank you. So I will say good night. I hope you have a good night, and see you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I hope you have a good night. And if you have a dream, if you have a paranormal experience, let us know. Thanks, guys.